My friend, and welcome to Success with JS. My name is Jean-Serge, and today I want to talk to you about fill love tank. So basically we're talking about the love tank in a relationship, whether it's with children, with your spouse, even with people you work with. And when we talk about love, it could be platonic love, whatever, but the idea is that everybody has a love tank inside them. And this is something that comes from the book 5 Love Languages from Gary Chapman. Sorry. And he basically talks about having a love tank. And he also talks about how everybody has different love languages and all this stuff. And it's really awesome. He talks about learning your love language and finding your spouse's or the people you work with or your children's love language, and to talk in their language. It's kind of the idea of if you speak French and somebody else speaks German and you try to talk to each other, you're not going to be able to understand yourself if you talk the language, your own language, and not the other person's language, right? So love language is the same thing. But anyway, so to fill the love tank of somebody else, you basically have to speak their language. So you have to find out what their language is, and then you have to use that language in your speech and everything else. And it goes the same for your children. Children have love languages too, and they have love tanks as well. And the idea is that the fullness of your love tank it makes you feel more loved, more happier, and all this stuff, right? So the lower your tank is, the more depressed you'll get, the more unhappy you are, and all this stuff, right? And so the idea is to fill your tank. And there's a game that he talks about in his book, that Gary Chapman talks about in his book, which is called love tank check. So it's something that goes kind of like this. Every day when you come home from work or when you have a conversation with your spouse, you just say, hey, on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being completely empty, to 10 being I'm full, I couldn't take any more love today, how is your love tank? And then they give you a number, and that kind of lets you gauge how much you need to, show them love or not that day, right? And it's kind of a fun game to do. We tried it a few times, my wife and myself, and it's fun. We forget to play it because we should probably be playing it all the time, but anyways, it's pretty fun. And and it really helps you to kind of remember, some days, especially for women, which have, tough days and everything else with the kids and all that stuff, especially if they're stay-at-home moms, it's hard for them some days, and it's great if you can kind of, do that with them, and they can kind of tell you how much love they need today, right? Of course, part of that is you have to learn what their love language is and all that stuff, like I'm saying. It can be words of affirmation, it can be physical touch like hugs and kisses, and it can be receiving gifts, it can be words of affirmation, I think I said that already, acts of service, and geez, every time I try to say these 5, I seem to forget one. But anyways, it's going to be on my blog. And if you find out what your spouse's love language, then you can speak their language, and then you can fill their love tank. It's not about filling your love tank. Your love tank is going to get filled by you giving love to others, because it's going to be reciprocal. But of course, there's got to be some learning there too. But in any case, the important thing is you fill other people's love tank. You fill people that loves tank at work. If you find out that they like, first of all, appreciate them and praise them and all this stuff, and admire them and all that at work. That's certainly going to help. And for your children, learn if they like to have hugs or not. Learn if they like to receive gifts or not, and make them little drawings or things like that, and maybe give them the little notes and all that. And you'll learn what they like and what they don't like, and then you'll be able to fill their love tank as well. All right. Anyways, so click the link at the top to register. Don't forget, you'll get your tips in the inbox, and if there's going to be links to in my blog about all these topics I talked about, the Gary Chapman book and all this stuff, there's going to be a link to my blog. And like I say in some other videos, if you're watching this video and you don't see those links, just click on that red title bar. Or title, where it says success tip number, whatever, underneath the video there. Click on that, and it will open up the whole blog post with all the links and everything else. So anyways, don't forget to register, and we'll see you later. Have a great day.